Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady. I'd like to welcome you all back to for Whips, Bits and Chat number 27. Oh, I'm going to just start calling it Whips and Bits. It's got to be easier, isn't it? Right, so what have I've been up to this week? Well, let me think. No crochet. Well, that's a fib. I did a bit of crochet on Monday. I thought, oh, I'm going to give it a go, and I spent about 20 minutes and then I had a break and then another 20 minutes and then I had a break. I thought, I'm not going to just sit there and just crochet for 4 hours straight. And however much time I crocheted for was the amount of time I had a break for as well. So I tried to match it up, and I was doing arm movements and exercises and all the rest of it in the hopes it would work. And I managed to get this much done of a shawl. I'll show you the rest of it later. It's now been put to one side because of course after doing that, the following day it sent me back again. So I'm recording this on Saturday to be going out on Sunday. So I'm going to go for Monday and have a go at making a poppy. Something small, something that I know should only take me 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm going to have to see how I go. That's going to be my test. So yeah, that's it for the crochet. It's really pants at the moment, but I was introduced to an app by one of my crazies. You know who you are, honey. Now this app, I'm not going to tell you about it yet, not until I've finished testing it, learning about it, and seeing if it's actually feasible. But what it does is you build up your pattern and then you can print it out. So when it comes to the C2C blankets that I seem to be slightly addicted to making at the moment, it means that there's the colour chart that I will build up, and then it does all the row counts for me. That's gonna save me so much time, especially if it all works to plan. That's one of these ones, you can do it, but only certain things it will let you have at certain levels. So for a freebie, it will do me the chart, but then I have to cough up some cash for it to then do the counting up for me. Now, I think it was something like €3 for the month. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to test it out for the month and I'm going to get my money's worth. And so far, I've redone the unicorn corner to corner, redone the cupcake corner to corner, the images anyway, and I have also done another 15 corner to corner in images. Yeah, I got a bit addicted. I've only had the app 2 days, but this is a good thing because it means then that hopefully I will have a load of corner to corners for you, so maybe a new one each month, and then once I've built those up and made the videos for those and everything, then the patterns will be available for you as well, because I'll be able to download the image and the pattern count, and I'm just trying to work out how to put it all together in one download at the moment. Otherwise I'm having to download both and then squidge them together, which is a bit too complicated for me. Right, so I don't know if you can tell, I've got a bit of a croak in my voice at the moment. Flu season has hit this house. It started off with my daughter earlier on in the week. Came home with a stinking headache, sore throat, the snots, and then went into a cough. Well, of course, because of COVID, the school wanted her to have the test. So I tried to do an online, get the stuff sent to us, but because she was underage, I had to take her to a testing centre. And so of course I've taken her in, and I'm the one having to do the swab in the car. It probably took us half an hour to stop laughing. I'm reading the instructions, I knew what I was doing, go to do the test, and I've got a swab that you have to rub on the tonsils. And of course, when I get nervous, I make silly comments. My daughter's got a very warped sense of humour like me, so she was biting back with other comments. A pair of us were crying with laughter. She's coughing her lungs up. And then we're having to let her calm down a bit so that I can actually do it. Finally get the sample done, sent off, like, or handed over to them, and it only took 48 hours to get the results back. They tipped up yesterday afternoon, Friday afternoon. So no, she's COVID free, which means we're all COVID free. This is just the flu. More snot and tissues, isn't it? Right. Liam update. The trumping has gone back to normal. He is not making the air in the room turn green anymore, thankfully. He's loving his charcoal biscuits as well that he gets. It was down to swapping foods as per normal. He has had to go back to the vet though, because last week he was an idiot when he was out walking with my husband. He was so busy watching a cat on the other side of the road and he was off his lead because he was in a field. And he was so busy that the cat moved. He decided he was going to chase the cat and ran into the fence. Yes, as he's come away from the fence, he's limping. And so my husband sort of gave him a rub down, checked everything, checked his paw, thinking he might have caught a claw. No sign of any damage to his claw or his paw. So my husband gives him a few minutes and then starts walking him home. Or trying to. Or the dog starts limping, and he's really limping. So my husband picks him up and carries him home. Now, he's only ever been carried home. This is the second time. First time was when he got a thorn in his pad. And he'd already caught one, and we'd got rid of that. And about 2 steps later, he gets another one. But I couldn't get that one out. I needed tweezers to get it. So I've had to carry him from one end of the estate to the other, basically, to the house. But I was lucky. He was only 5 months old at that point, so he was still quite diddy. Whereas my husband's having to carry this 3-year-old German Shepherd Collie cross all the way home. I think it was probably about 500-600 yards, but that's heavy going when you've got a dodgy back, dodgy knees, and a chunky monkey dog. So my husband gets him in and lays him on his bed and gives him a big fat fuss and says, "You'll be all right, mate. We'll keep an eye on it." Dog jumps up, runs out of the bed, grabs his ball, throws it at my feet, going, "Come on then, play." Little buckalugs. Well, we refused ball, and he went in the garden and he ran laps, and we called him back in because you're meant to be on a rest, mate. Next morning I take him out for a walk. He gets across the road. Now we live on a road where you come out of our house, you've got about 4 steps, then you've got the road. And we crossed the road, got to the other side of the path, and he starts limping. And we're talking big, dramatic limp. So I turn him around and bring him home. I'm like, "No, that's it. We're not doing a walk now. You can rest some more." Later on I tried him again. The limp was about 3 paces on, like when we got to the other side of the road, he'd start limping after 3 paces. So I turned him round, brought him home. Tried him again a couple of hours later. Managed to get to a patch of grass near us. It's like a bit of grass that they've fenced off, and you can get in through the gate and just take him for a walk. So it's quite a nice little secure bit, but it's nothing big. So I had him on his extender lead because I thought if I let him off this lead, he's going to run around like a headless chicken. So let him wander around on the lead and sniff and do his business, and then we came home. Wasn't limping until we got to the path by the side of the road to cross over to come home, and then he starts limping, and I'm like, okay, maybe you just twisted it. This has been going on all week. I take him out, he limps. My husband takes him out, he doesn't limp. And my husband's also noticed something else. He will limp on the way home. When he gets to that bit of the bush where he actually done the damage, we thought he'd done the damage in the first place. He starts limping, he starts giving you the "will you carry me" look. My husband says, "Don't be so flipping daft, mate." To which he starts plodding along, dancing as he walks. It's just like you cantankerous toe rag.
They are coming to get you, Liam.
Right, Royal British Legion update. This year it looks like I'm still at this moment in time able to man the tables as long as I can shift this flow. I'm hoping 3 to 4 days and I'll be clear, which will mean my shifts start on the Monday, not the Sunday. So I've got a good few days left yet to shift it, which I should be able to do. And then I'll be starting on the tables. Now I'm only doing the Monday to Friday slots because of course the kid. And it looks like I'm on about 10 hours a day, give or take, because I've got a couple of people that are coming in to break it up for me so that I'll have like an hour off to go off, do a bit of shopping or grab some lunch or something like that, or even just run to the loo. But it's looking like there's about 4 or 5 of us that are doing a main chunk stint. So sometimes we'll get to double up and other times we won't be. It'll just be one person on the table. So fingers crossed all goes well, because I haven't actually checked with my boss yet to find out if these new regulations that the British government have put in over the last couple of days, whether that's actually going to affect us for the collecting. If it does, we are finding another way. Now, please remember you can order things from the Royal British Legion Poppy site. I will put the link down below. They've got the normal website, explains what they do, what they collect for, how the money is used, and there's also a link to their Poppy shop where you can get the pins, the badges, the wreaths, the little wooden crosses as well. And they also do not just little wooden crosses but little wooden symbols for other religions as well. Sorry, I can't remember them all offhand. Normally I have it sort of sitting by the side of me. They have the bracelets, the plastic bracelets, and loads of other stuff. I will put a link up here to my Poppy, my Royal British Legion video that I made a couple of weeks ago. That shows you a few more of the items that you can get, but they have got even more than that, and the stuff on there is beautiful. And so if you can't get to a store, you can still get your Poppy that way, and they've also got other methods to help you help them collect some more money in, because of course this year they're taking a massive hit because they're not able to man as many stores as they would normally do. Right, now I'm gonna leave that one there because I don't want to sound like I'm preaching. So let's get on to the good stuff. Right, I received a gorgeous picture earlier on in the week from Colours from the Outback. She has created this little beauty. Oh my, you've really stitched yourself up there, haven't you? You're planning to just make one for you and now your mum wants one as well. You're going to be screaming my name not nicely by the end of this, aren't you? I think it's absolutely so cute and definitely deserves a giant squidge. Right, now on to the best bit. Time to pick the winner for the pattern that I announced I was going to give away last week. Let's get the other screen up. Right, so here we are, about to pick the winner for the Whips, Bits and Chat Volume 26. Right, so I've already copied the URL. So let's jump over to the random comment picker. There we go. Paste that into there. Now I'm going to be filtering out any duplicate users, and we're going to be popping the word mystery into the filter comments section. Now let's get our YouTube comments. There are 22 of you. Yep, 22 of you. So let's see who's won the pattern. Good luck, everybody. Aussie Crochet, it's you, my honey. Right, so you missed my videos for the last month, so you've been busy packing and purging. Your movers are coming next week. so you can hopefully settle back and crochet again soon. Mystery is always fun. And congratulations, darling. If you can send me an email, please. My details, of course, are going to be in the drop down box below, and I hope to hear from you really, really soon. Congratulations. So congratulations, honey. Don't forget that email. Don't worry too much about making the choice now. While we're having a chat over email, you can work it out there. I can send it to you and you can download it at your leisure. Alright, so have fun with it. And for the rest of you that didn't manage it, don't worry, I have a competition going at the moment where you will get the option to pick a pattern as well. So I'll pop the link up there, and it will be down in the description box as well, so just in case you've missed it. Now that competition is running until the 31st, so you've still got a little bit of time to watch the video and put your response in, and it's only not even 4 minutes long, so it's a really quick one for you to catch up on. I've also been sneaky this week. I am signed up finally for Instagram. I haven't the foggiest what I'm doing on there yet. It's my profile picture is the same one that I use on here, and my very first post was a photograph with me and the giant unicorn behind me, so at least then you'll know that's me. As I said, I've sneaked on. I'm still trying to suss out how to do it, how to work it, how to add all the extra bits I need to add. So it's just basically a work in progress, but it's another way for you to show me your photographs as well of anything that you've made using one of my patterns, which would be really cool if you could link me in it, if that's even possible. As I said, I know nothing yet. Right, I'm going to head off now because I want to see if I can get that app to flipping work the way I want it to. So I'm going to say goodbye now, so if you can please all stay in, definitely stay safe, and I will see you all soon. Ta-ra for now.